All right. Are we in? It seems like it. All right. Here we go. Finally. One sec. Let's mute that real quick. Excellent. All right. Let's get this party started, shall we? Not a lot of time, but we do need to dig out all of this to there. And we could actually time-lapse it now that I'm thinking about it. Probably should. So let's just go ahead and get ready to do all that. Hey-oh, my friend. How's it going? Okay. Let's just, yeah, let's clear out some more of this in do as much as we can in the time that we have. Let's do it. Because it doesn't matter. We just have to clear 15 down. Am I correct on that? Yeah. So let's just, oop, not that. Put the food down. Let's do it. Oh, we should actually time lapse, huh? Let's actually do that. Let's start recording. Okay, we do need to go to the wall here. Should we mark that? We can mark it on the way. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I'm so used to having that in 2 and 3. There we go. Another geode. Wow. Yeah, these things are not rare. I did some grinding on camera. Off camera. No. I did a little bit, not a lot. And technically it's on camera, just not on stream. It's recorded. For the video for when it will eventually go up. But it's done in pieces, in little segments of time, rather than having it all done in a large chunk. Oh, this is where the edge of that goes. I'll have to lower it, but it'll be fine. All right, let's go ahead and do it so I don't start confusing myself. Let's see, height. Can it go down? Yeah, there we go. Let's just shove it down a few times. Excellent. I did, however, die when I was recording a time lapse between the last stream and when I was just grinding away at some more of the land clearing. I died in a very, what's the way to say? I wouldn't say anticlimactic, in a questionable way at best. Questionable way. But it made me laugh. I wish my mic was recording because I literally just audibly laughed when I died. There we go. There's this part. I just wanted to worry about too many giant layers of, well, I was gonna say giant layers of gravel, but there it is. Skills, yeah. It takes skill to die like I did, that's for sure. Most of my deaths have come from flying with the elytra, just kind of running into something, and that's no different. That's exactly what happened. But I kind of fell off a small hill and then went to fly away, and then one of the little crystals were poking out of the geode, one of the little amethyst crystals, and I died. Oop. So we do need to be careful. Oh yeah, because this is supposed to be where this wall is. So we definitely need to be careful. All right, let's mark it again. So let's see, 90 is where the next wall is. So this one would be the 110. That is correct. Let's see, is that it? That is it right there. All right, so I might have to adjust that, or I could do the edge first. Might should do the edge first. This whole edge all the way down to the bottom so that I don't have to worry about it, and then we're good from there. All right, I think it was right here. Yeah, so when I was mining down this top section up here, I think I fell from roughly around this height, but it was closer to over here. Fell down and I lost maybe 4 or 5 hearts or so. And then I was like, oh, that's funny. And then I grabbed my rocket, flew up, and without seeing these crystals, I just face planted into one of those and exploded and died. I don't think those are my things from when I died. That was a little while ago. But yeah, it was... It was an interesting death. All right, so we're gonna work on actually just trimming the edge real quick. Should I time? Whatever, we'll add it to the time lapse. It'll be fine. We'll do one time lapse of us making this little barrier. And then the other time lapse can begin after we actually start. I know, yeah. It was, it was quite the way to die. Elytras are one of my favorite things in the game, but they have killed me. I think it's just because I'm so reckless. I'm so careless. I just YOLO it. I use a rocket and just kind of figure my way out. That's why I'm not doing hardcore. If I did hardcore, I would die. As soon as I get Elytra, it's over. I literally would have to not take the Elytra. We can put something away. Let's put you and you away. All right. I nerfed myself. Same for you? Yeah. I nerfed myself because I take, what is it, version 2 or flight duration 2? I don't take the full power rockets anymore because I just kept killing myself. I just kept dying. I would like try to get out of a situation, or I'd fly through the nether and I would just like explode on a wall somewhere. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's awkward. Wait, let's see here. Oh yeah, I do need to go all the way around, do I not? That is correct. Oh wait, this way. Got wrecked by the stupid dragon. Yeah, dragon can be tough. It's a tough fight. It takes a minute as well. Even if you know what you're doing, it takes a minute. If you don't have wings, especially if it's like your first time in a world beating it, it's definitely not the easiest. Should I jump this gap to... we'll just do this side and then we'll work our way over there. Also, these crevices, yeah, I had to drain them with water. They had water in them, so I had to sponge all the way down in there. I mean, I didn't go all the way down. I just blocked off what I figured I would dig out. But yeah, I had to I had to get rid of water in these giant crevice and cave areas. Wasn't the easiest thing for sure. Wasn't hard, just a little tedious. I have not fought the warden yet. I don't know how he is as a boss fight. I don't imagine it'll be any easier than the dragon. Definitely not. And the warden I kind of cheese, so I wouldn't even say I fight the warden anymore. I use the little trick where you trap him in obsidian in the end. Make it a little easier. Because when I kill the wither, I'm not looking for a boss fight. I'm just looking for a beacon. And if it's vanilla and I can make it easier in any way that's in the game, I'm gonna do it. That's why I like duplicate sand and concrete and stuff like that. Because if it's in the game and I can actually do it without a mod, I'll do it. And then of course I have mods for stuff that are, do you even get anything for beating it? What, the warden? No, you get bragging rights. There might be an advancement, I actually don't know. Fun fact, all of my advancements got reset. So, I keep getting advancements from time to time, then I'm like, I definitely have done that. I don't think you get anything from the warden though. Like you get bragging rights and can't another one spawn? Like it's not like the Elder Guardian where you kill however many's in the temple and then you're good to go. It's like if you keep making noise, doesn't another one spawn? Or am I wrong? Again, I don't have that much experience in the deep dark. When I went there, I got Swift Sneak and I dipped. Got the Swift Sneak enchantment and bailed. But I couldn't put it on. Isn't it on pants? Did I put it on? Oh, I did put it on Swift Sneak. There was... Oh, no. Okay, I remember. I was dumb. I was like, I can't put on Swift Sneak. Why can't I do it? I kept trying to put it on my boots. And it's a enchantment for your pants. So I think that was it. Or maybe there was... I think that was it. Because I kept thinking that there was something that was preventing me from putting the enchantment on there, kind of like you have Infinity and Mending for a book, or for a bow rather. It's on boats. What do you mean it's on boats? Boots? I was also surprised how, because my world is so old, it's kind of full of, oh, it's on boots. It's kind of full of like glitches and stuff. There's, I've had to back up this world several times. Like I said, my advancements have gotten reset. Like, let's see. Let's see. Okay, use a compass on a lodestone. There's literally a compass in my ender chest for the lodestone that's at my base. So that one 100% has been done, but it just doesn't show it. And then my beacons, several of them have disappeared. I had chunk errors several times where I've had to back up this world. I've had this one since 2020, so it's just... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was on boots, and I kept trying to put it on my boots. And I was like, it's on pants? That's... Is that correct? It allowed me to put it on my pants. I figured it would go on boots, but, I mean, I don't know. When I went and grabbed it, I kind of figured I'd be able to put it on my boots. And I thought there was something on my boots that I was not going to be able to put it with. Like the, soul... What's it called? Soul speed? But, yeah. I was like, oh, maybe if you have soul speed, you can't do the sneak. Like mending with infinity on a bow. But I turned out to be wrong. It has to go on pants. I guess. Or maybe my world is bugged. In another way. Who knows? I did have a bug with an enchantment table one time where I would put an item in it, and no enchantment would pop up regardless of item. Why you need swim sneaks on those pants? Does your cheesecake? Yes. No, I put a Swift Sneak on there because I think it was during when I was building the Slime City. I was crouching a lot, like crouch walking, and it just made it easier, or make it faster, I guess, to have Swift Sneaks. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll go get it. And if you go to the, what's it called? The Deep Dark. And see where I guess you say quote unquote rated it. Yeah, there's just a line of wool to a chest. And I don't know if it was the first chest or the second that I found, but that's where I found the Swift Sneaks at. And I immediately dipped after that. Oop. I immediately dipped after that. Didn't even stick around to look for anything else. I was like, oh, all right, there we go. Found what I needed. I'm out. I thought for a while that I would stop using the infinity on the bow and go for mending instead. But I don't know. I don't like the idea of like carrying around a bunch of arrows and running out. To be fair, I carry around a stack even though you only need one, but I think I still prefer having infinity over mending. I do have a bunch of what are those arrows called? Like the spectral arrows or whatever? From, let's pick up this, there, iron. Actually, I can get rid of this and pick up that. I have a lot of those spectral arrows from my bartering hall when I trade with piglins. And there's a ton of them in there, but I don't know what to do with them, to be honest. I really don't. They're just kind of taking up space at the moment. Kind of want to use them for something, but I can't. I mean, you can't use infinity on one of those. Like infinity doesn't go with like arrows with attachments or whatever they're called, effects. I prefer to not have to enchant a new bow every time. See, that's why I thought about it. Because I think I've broken like 3 bows. So mending is the way to go. Yeah. See, I think I've broken 3 or 4 bows the entire. I mean, that doesn't sound like a lot when I've had this world since like April of 2020. So, you know, that's like a bow a year, which is pretty good. But you're either breaking a bow and you have to worry about enchanting the entire thing up again, or you have to just stick with one and just get arrows. Maybe this next time. I know only one. Yeah. So maybe this next time I'll use, oh, I didn't mean to do it with that, whatever. I'll use mending and try to use the spectral arrows. And if I get tired of running out of arrows, or if that ever even becomes a problem, because I don't know if that will become a problem if because I don't use the bow so frequently that I feel like it will become a noticeable issue. So I feel like it won't be too bad. But then again, I could be wrong. Because I'm used to always having an arrow, so I don't have to worry about running out. Let's dump our stuff. One piece of sand in there. I think the spectral arrows are kind of cool because they use they like have that glowy effect through the wall, I think, if you shoot something. So that, I mean, you know, I don't know if there'd be much of a use for that, but it is kind of cool. So I could use the spectral arrows for that, in theory. Alright, so this is the level that we have to shave everything down to, but we also need to go trim the other wall first, so that we know exactly what level we're going to. Also, I'm pretty sure I had a bug in my world one time on my old computer where I was trying to do a time lapse, I think, if I remember right. And I don't know if the hard drive that I was using ran out of storage, or like the file that it was currently recording had corrupted, or what happened. But it crashed my world. I lost the footage for it. And then my world got a bit buggy after that, with chunks and then like chests being like, half of them were appearing and half of them were not. Like it was a double chest. Half of the chest would be there and the other half would be disappear. Like it wouldn't be there. So just a bunch of weird glitches that have happened in my world. I'd like to think it's due to its age. It's just an old world. And I say old world. When I say old world, it makes me think that there should be more in here, but there's not. I don't have a ton of stuff in this world. Oh, it's not 90. What is it? It's 60, isn't it? It is, in fact, 60. You always tell people to keep backups, but you don't. Yeah. I do have a backup every now and again. I also, especially when I was changing PCs, I, you know, saved a backup on the hard drive for the old PC. I saved a backup, because I still have it. My girlfriend currently uses it, that computer. But I saved a backup there. I put a backup onto this new hard drive, and then I put a backup on a flash drive, like as a physical copy somewhere else other than the computer. So if the whole computer crashes, I still have the file. But I haven't backed up since I think since before I started digging. So I think I was still draining water since the last backup. And if something happened and I had to do this all again, I would do it. Don't get me wrong. I would do it all again, but my goodness. Google Drives? I don't know, actually. I feel like depending on the file size, it might be able to. But don't they limit you unless you like pay us, you know, a fee or a certain amount? Wait, where's the line at? Is that the line? Oh, it is. I just didn't draw it here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we know where the line is. It's where the straight wall is. What's going on in here? Oh, there's a... Alright, relax, buddy. There's a giant glare on my screen, so I can't really see if something is spawned in here. Can't get distracted. Not a ton of time. I find my first Minecraft world after so much digging, but don't want to lose it. Yeah. Yeah, losing a Minecraft world is a tough blow. It really is. It's like, I mean, from an outsider's point of view, it looks like you lost a save to like a save file to a game, which does suck on its own. Like if you remember playing like Pokemon or something, and you know, someone overwrites your save and starts over, and it's like, oh my god, it's like such a blow, and that sucks. However, in Minecraft, that blow can be even more devastating because you put so much time and effort into everything you do in Minecraft, or at least I do. And I have, ooh, thank God I added that. And I have, I think, 1,000 hours just over in this world. So I would just, I would hate it. I would absolutely hate it if I lost everything. I remember the feeling on, me and my buddy shared a creative world on Xbox. And when it was when it first came out, um, the Minecraft on Xbox 360. So I don't know how it is now, on Xbox, but the flat world had like, you know, a wall, like as far as you could go. And we were filling that thing up with like cool little builds and pixel art and fountains and giant shrines for the creeper. And we had so much, we spent hours in that thing. Hours. And then I came over one time and he said that his cousin accidentally deleted it. And it was crushing. And it's unique to you, unlike a playthrough game. That's true. Very true. It's literally your everything in the game is built for you. It's built by you. It's built with your taste, your thoughts, everything in mind. So it's like specifically tailored to you. And even if it's like not a lot of work, if you played it with friends like I did with my best friend growing up, you lose that and you're like, man, you feel like you lost a chunk of memories. We thought about trying to like recreate some of the stuff we had in there, but anytime we like sat down to like actually do it, we just couldn't recreate it. We felt like having the enthusiasm to go back through and recreate it again was just not quite there. So we just kind of said goodbye to that, all those designs and such, and decided to go a different way. We did play a bunch of survival, and I think we did do another creative world. We just didn't do we didn't try to continue building the same stuff that we were already currently building, despite being in love with it. I don't know what block I'm going to be building the walls out of, but temporarily at least, let's put stone here. I'll do that later. Oh, let me, oh, there we go. Okay, we should probably... Oh yeah, I didn't go all the way to the crevice. That's what I didn't do. Past over here, which means I should probably do that now. Because I need to line it up with the bottom so I don't go too far down. All right. Oh, I put all my netherrack in there? That's unfortunate. I see Minecraft as more than a game. I'm not gonna be one of those who say it's more than a game. It's a way of life. It's like, well, I play a game and I really enjoy it. So, you know, I guess in that aspect, sure, it's a way of life. But for me, Minecraft is more of like, you really get to experience other people's point of views through Minecraft in a way that not a lot of other games can replicate. Because I see Minecraft as a form of art. Do I need to put this there? I don't know if it necessarily needs to be here, actually. But we'll put it down anyways. Break this last part. What do you mean? Just go ahead and get rid of all this gravel. Wow, this is a lot of gravel. Thus this will be quick. It's not. You can tell this used to be the ocean floor because there's a ton of gravel. All right. The cave. Break this part last, the cave. Oh, you talking about this over here? I figured I'd line it up with that so I could break it down all the way there. Is this the same geode? Okay, it is. Let's say, wow, we're finding geodes left and right. I thought these things were supposed to be a little more rare. Okay, and then there's my line. We go all the way, yes? Yes. I don't do gravel, at least not yet, so I collect it whenever you see it. I don't, is there a use, I mean, I guess decoratively, there would be a use for gravel, yeah. But, outside of that, not really. There's not really much of a use for gravel. Well, I guess I say that because I duplicate concrete, so I guess that's, whoops. It's not necessarily a fair assessment to say. Because concrete powder I dupe, so if you don't dupe concrete powder and you want to use a lot of it, then yeah, you're gonna need to collect as much gravel as possible. Same with sand, though. One of the main reasons why I'm not against duping stuff is really just because it takes so much yeah, concrete forgotten. Yeah, I forgot that I don't craft concrete anymore. I duplicate it. But the concrete's actually the reason why I started duplicating things, is because it takes so long to get gravel and concrete, or sorry, gravel and sand. So I was just like, okay, yeah, if we can, and I have projects that I want to do that are going to take forever. So if I can duplicate it, we're just gonna do that. Make it easier for myself. I guess I should empty out. I feel like I do a better job of not hitting the wall that I'm supposed to be cutting when I have the blue little holographics there. I might need to move it back. Okay, where are we at? See, that one's at 60. Is this the 110 one? Let's find out. Yes, it is. I had one duper that worked really well, and then I saw a design that was for one that I think basically doubled the rate at which I would duplicate stuff. So I was like, all right, yeah, let's tear it down and build one of those. And it was complicated, and it broke, I think, the first time. Like, it didn't work properly. And yeah, it just wasn't the easiest thing to get to set up correctly. I should have a shulker box loader in the end catching all that, but I do not. I just have I have water streams and chests, and then I put it in a shulker box manually, which is fine. Not everything needs to be automatic, even though I kind of want it to be. Funny part is, I don't know exactly what we're doing as far as the design for the the walls themselves, I kind of know. Like, I kind of have a block palette in mind. At least colors-wise, maybe, perhaps. I'll have to do some creative world testing to kind of figure out what exactly I'm going to do. I know the silhouette, I know what it's going to look like, but I don't know exactly, you know, exactly the patterns it's going to be. So that part, I still have time to like figure it out because we have a lot to do still as far as digging is concerned. Got my garage door fixed for like the 5th time. This garage door will just not stop being fixed. It just keeps getting broken. I don't know how. Dude said he's going to replace the entire motor this time because he said he keeps coming. He's not sure why the chain keeps breaking. So let's just change the motor and maybe that'll figure it out. And he was here for longer than I thought he was going to be, but that's why stream is a little shorter. But it should be fixed. And he said he's replacing the motor, hoping that that will fix whatever the issue actually is. So I guess time will tell. But yeah, I would appreciate it if my garage quits breaking. Luckily, I rent. I don't have to pay for it. But it is still an inconvenience. I love watching people's world tours on their Minecraft worlds. Like I was saying earlier, I think Minecraft is one of those games that you can really see through other people's point of view and perspective more than a lot of other games. Like, you can customize a lot of games, or especially like character creation, stuff like that. But Minecraft, the way that people build is so original to them. It's just fascinating to see how people end up doing it. Like, the block palette they use, the building style they tend to favor. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Like, seeing how other people build. It's awe-inspiring. It's like you get inspiration for ideas that you didn't know were even possible. Same for you? Yeah, man. I'm not good at, like, small-scale detail. The farmland that I built is the only small-scale, like, detail. That's where I really tried to push myself to put as much small-scale details in as possible. And the terrain looks good. The buildings are still lacking in detail and stuff, but as far as the terrain, I think I did pretty well, and it will be expanded on in the future when I will need more villager tradings, which might be soon, because one of the blocks I might use for this is quartz, and I can either dig for it, or I can set up a bunch of villagers and trade quartz blocks to them. I can't remember exactly which one trades you quartz, but I remember one of them does. They trade like quartz blocks and pillars. But the farmland is, yeah, that's where I really challenged myself to kind of put as much small details in, kind of immerse yourself in the surrounding as possible, or as much as possible. It's tough. Building small scale is tough. That's why I go bigger, because bigger, it's like you don't have to like have a lot of detail for it to be impressive, because the scale itself is what I guess people find most impressive. Did I go to the right level? Over here? I feel like we're at 2 different levels. Oh yeah, I was just shaving off. I didn't go actually all the way down. This is actually the layer we're going to. Okay, that makes sense. You play on an older... Oh, man. Yeah, collecting quartz is tough. I used it for my ocean monument build, and I'm pretty sure I did a lot of it the same way, where I had to collect it. And boy, is that not for the faint of heart. As much as I tell myself to avoid or limit the use of quartz in builds, you end up using it again. Man, do I relate to that. Every single time I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't know what cursed me to think using quartz was going to be a good plan here, but we're not going to do that again. We're not going to make that mistake again in the next build. Come to the next build. Oh, it turns out we're using quartz. I don't use it super often, but I kind of want to use it in this. Oh, I need to sleep. Kind of want to use it for the mega base. Really only specifically because I made these white and out of concrete, and I could use concrete, but I feel like you can get away with these things not being textured because they're like large and kind of up higher. But I don't know if I could get away with the same non-textured look, like on the pathway you're supposed to be able to walk around. So I could either use terracotta. It is a really pretty block. I agree with you there. I like quartz a lot. I just, it's so hard to get. I also get a fair amount from the bartering hall. Like I could trade piglins gold and you can get quartz, but you have to trade so much gold and it's a chance of getting quartz. It's not like a guarantee. So it's kind of hard to like throw all my eggs into that basket and be like, yeah, we'll trade with the piglins and just have that farm run. It's like, yeah, well, we're gonna need a million gold to get us there. So I don't know if that's actually worth the time spent, to be honest. But there's not a lot of white textured blocks, is there? It's like you have terracotta, which is not white. It's like a pinkish beige looking color, even though it's supposed to be white. You have the diorite, which is not a clean white, and then concrete is too clean. It's like you're going for a textured look, and concrete is not textured at all. Which is exactly what I was looking for a lot of the stuff, and even up there, especially because I can duplicate it. So I'd like to maybe do it out of quartz, or maybe a portion of it out of quartz. But yeah, it's not an easy block to get a large quantity of, for sure. Ooh. This is the edge, yeah. White concrete is so ugly, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just plain. It's just white. That's it. It's got nothing going for it. It's no texture, no nothing. It's just white. And if that's what you're looking for, then that's perfect then. But if it's not, then actually let's do this side first before we finish over here. Like, I wish there were more white blocks that had texture. Like, for dark blocks or black blocks, you have, like, the deep slate, all of the deep slate stuff, which are just amazing. I love deep slate blocks. Especially deep slate tiles. I use deep slate tiles all the time. I think I used them up there, actually, if I remember right. Yeah, they're used for these. I love the way the deep slate tiles look. But there's not, like, a white equivalent that's like super easy to get. I mean, bone blocks, I guess I could use. I never thought about bone blocks. I don't think I've built with bone blocks. Ooh. Or I've used bone blocks for like the nether portal I had in my old base. But other than that, I don't think I've used them. There's also wool, I guess, if you wanted to use wool. Because wool you can farm fairly easily, I guess. But it's another, like, I don't know, not the prettiest looking block. Bone block's not the worst, might use it too. Yeah. I don't have a, or actually I do, it's just not a good one. I was gonna say, I don't have a bone farm. But I actually do at the old base. It's just like a skeleton spawner. So it's nothing amazing. I do want to do a mob spawner at some point. And have, you know, all the basic mobs there. I think that would be really good. I just got really cloudy. I was like, what is happening? But yeah, bone blocks you can farm fairly easily if I just build one of those mob spawner things up in the sky. No, there's another one. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that too. No. Okay, well, looks like we have more to drain out. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna finish that side before I continued on this way, didn't I? I did. Wow, that's unfortunate. We're gonna have to sponge that all out. Alright, where are we at? Here. So this is the level we need to be on. What's that, Y33? This is 34, so we just gotta go down one more. There we go. Then we just connect it to the other side, and then boom, this trimming part is done. I don't know why I time-lapse this. You're not going to be able to see anything unless I put the camera down here in these cracks. But we'll see what it looks like after. It's right here, right? Yep. All right. Now where's that? Yeah, right here. I was gonna say, where's that body of water? Okay. Well, we'll have to do this later. I don't... Huh. Oh, it's a water source. I was like, huh, that's weird. Okay. So... yeah, that's gonna be a lot. But we'll figure that out when we get there. Let's go ahead and change this back to, what was it, 60? Not 160, just 60. Yes. All right. That will be off camera probably, all that sponging, because that's going to take several hours of work. Ooh, little cave. All right. Sounds like a song that would be on Dude Perfect, not gonna lie. It's just missing lyrics. Don't all their videos have songs with lyrics? Yeah, because I'm gonna have to drain out the entire thing. I didn't look at how, like, vast it goes, but just on first appearance, I have to place a bunch of sand and then sponge it all out, and then of course that, you know, I have to travel back and forth to the furnace room to extinguish the sand, or extinguish the sponges, and then come all the way back. So, let's actually take a look at it real quick here in a second. Let's go ahead and do it right now. We'll see how deep it goes. Okay. Yep, pretty deep. Pretty deep. This part's open. Oh, because that part's there. Oh, so if I would have went a little further around the corner, I would have saw it. Okay. Well. Yeah, it'll probably take like maybe like 2 or 3 hours to do that. If I had to guess. Probably be roughly where it'll end up being. All right. I need to close these blinds. No, no, 1 second. No, I don't have to do all of it necessarily. I just have to do enough to stay out of the area that I'm digging, which it goes pretty deep where I'm digging. The final layer will be pretty down, or pretty far down. But no, not necessarily. I don't have to do all of it. I put the netherrack in here, didn't I? Somewhere. Oh, not that. All right. So it really just depends on how far down it goes. I want to do all of it, but I will have to do a feasible chunk of it. Nice sizable chunk. But like I said, probably off camera I'll take care of that because it'll take me a minute to measure out exactly how far I'll have to go, and then I guess I don't necessarily have to go all the way down if I don't need all of the space all the way down, but I think we'll see. We'll see how we do it. I remember after I did the ocean monument, I was like, man, I'm never, what was it, 33? We're on 36. I was like, I'm never doing a giant draining of water again, because that took forever. And I mean, I like the way my ocean monument turned out, don't get me wrong. I still use it for sea lanterns, but man, draining water is just a very tedious process. I wish you could enchant sponges. I would literally do that. You could like upgrade them and double their range or whatever. Something to upgrade the sponges. I would dump all of my XP into that. I mean, I could get it all back because I have a farm, but still. It's like I wish there was a... I don't know if you need a specific tool or if you need like an enchantment. Something to be able to... Oops. Something to be able to break glass. Like quicker. because you break glass at the same speed regardless. We should go down one more layer. I guess that's not needed. Because if you accidentally place a bunch of glass, breaking it with your fist and with your pick all take forever. Doesn't matter what it looks like. So I remember creating like I think I did like a half dome roof on something. I made in a realm, and I ended up having it like misaligned, so I had to delete half of it and start or like do it again. And breaking glass just takes forever. There should be like a glass cutting tool or enchantment of some kind, so you could just like, it doesn't have to be instant mine, but it would be nice if it was quicker than default in some kind of way. All right. Other than that watery spot, I think we're caught up to the right level, right? Let's make sure. So let's go all the way over here. All right, so this is where the level is. Let's make sure that we are on this level all the way across. To the wall, all the way across. To this side, skip the water spot, all the way across. Good to go. And yep, right there. All right, so now we just have to be digging out all this middle part. Let's stop the recording there. For that part of the time lapse, we have an hour at least, probably. We can get some chunk of this taken care of. Let's see, we've already ran through 2 of these picks. I feel like we can go ahead and go refill a bit on these, because I will not be getting down to the layer of deep slate. I figured I might, but I'm not. I'm not going to get down to deep slate. I'm not going to get deep enough. So we have, let's grab some rockets. Let's grab these picks, and I guess that one. To repair. And then we'll take all of these that are full and place them in the system and go repair, and then we'll come back and do that. And that is all. You have to break from up fawnward if you want the time lapse to look good. Yeah. I was gonna do a time lapse and just break it like top down, but I figured it would be easier to do like trim all the way around to the level that I need to go, so that I can just not have to worry about the walls. I can just take care of all this middle. So I'll probably do it section by section. Like, oh, there's some water here too. How deep is this? Not very. No. But yeah, I'll probably do like this section first and like keep drawing lines like here, and then I'll do this section in the second one, so I could just do it from top to bottom. I feel like that'll probably be the easiest way to go about it. Oh, downward. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, from up downward. Yep. That's what I had planned. But when I started the time lapse, I was like, oh, we need to trim the walls so we know where we're going. And I don't think that is going to look good in a time lapse. But that's why we'll stop there and do the next one. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Let's go to the gold farm and repair. Making more picks. When I was trying to make more silk touch efficiency, you know, mending and all that picks, I went to my gold farm and added a little extension onto the backside of an enchantment table. And I forgot that, you know, glass is what I have up there originally so that nothing can spawn. But then I had the bookshelves up there for the enchantment table. And I went up there and there were piglins spawning. So I had to put buttons on them. Did I bring a bow? I put it in the chest, right? Okay, thank goodness. Is this silk touch? Yeah. Gotta say, if we get all the way here and we don't have it available, that'll be unfortunate. Yeah, I added this little back extension, and then I had to put buttons on these because stuff was spawning on them. Because I forgot. All right, let's grab our bow. There you go. All right, everyone, let's do this. I remember I built this farm. You're supposed to build it on the, in a certain biome, and I think it's just on the edge of the Soul Sand Valley, which is like not good for spawning rates. So technically, this farm isn't as efficient as it can be. Because I just built it in the wrong biome, unfortunately. Or at the corner of. It's not entirely in that biome. Oh yeah, look at that. What a scary looking image. The last one? It is. All right. Let's do this. Oh, I guess I could have repaired the shovel while I was here. This should actually repair it just by getting the SP we have down here. Yeah, we're good. Let's do it. In case you're curious what these are, that's just a magma cube farm. That's a basalt generator. And that's a beacon missing the top part. It's just the iron pyramid part. I stole the beacon because all of my other ones disappeared. Don't know what happened to them, so anywhere I had a beacon just kind of hanging out and I'm like, I don't need this, I'll just leave it here. Yeah, I went and took it. Now I have 3. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the other ones. I think I had 6 or 7 at one point. Pretty sure I had 5 just for the Slime City, and or 4 or 5. And I don't know if all of them disappeared, but yeah, something happened to them. Something unfortunate happened to them. One sec, let me... Nope, that's not what we're looking for. What are we looking for here? One second, I apologize. Okay, whatever. That'll work. All right. Oh, I didn't go through. All tabbed and it paused. Thought it went through. Didn't. All right. Where are we at? Over here. And you can really tell the difference now when you're looking at it, but oh boy. To be fair, we don't have to dig anything in this final layer, but we wouldn't have too much anyways because it was mostly ocean. This layer is going to be pretty easy, so that's good. And then from there and there, it's going to be, harder and harder. But all right, let's do this. Let's get some of this taken care of. We can time lapse a little bit at least. Oh, I didn't grab the extra shulker boxes from over there. Let's grab those real quick and then we're good. Let's grab the empty ones. How we doing on gravel? We got lots of stone. Oh, lots of stone. Lots and lots of stone. Excellent. Diorite's not bad. We're actually not gonna get to tough and deep slate at all. So we might just have to take the filters out of those because we're not gonna get low enough for that to matter. Unfortunately, because I think I have a fair amount of deep slate, but I'm gonna need a lot for this anyways. However, let us begin. Start recording. Let's do this. Nope, that's not the right spot. In number 2. Excellent. It's nice to meet you, number 2. Yeah, we could just go in rows. Let's just go rows. Oh, look, we got another geode. I could probably get rid of a lot of this stone if I'm being honest. I'm probably not going to need a lot of it. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to keep it, but I don't have to collect that much of it. I should probably actually start dictating how much of each block type I grab. So maybe limiting the amount of stone I get, but increasing the amount of space that I can get for like, you know, diorite and other blocks like that. I feel like that would probably be more beneficial to me. If I didn't already have like a base built, like the pillars built and stuff, I could auto TNT dupe this and just nuke it and then just kind of custom build it from, you know, scratch. But, you know, what's the fun in that? Why do that when you can stream and dig it by hand? Okay, I don't use copper at all. I don't know if I should be using copper. I know when 1.21 came out, there's more stuff that come. Oh, there's that like lantern that like you can trigger on and off. So I think that would be like the most likely thing I use with copper. But I don't use anything with copper. I have in the farmland, I have like lightning rods on top of the little villager houses just in case, just because I don't want anybody to end up being a witch. But I feel like copper is I wouldn't say a wasted block, but I feel like it's wasted potential. I feel like you could do more with it because there's not much. And I don't really use the copper blocks for decoration. I don't even really know how the oxidizing works. I know you can hit it with an axe or hit it with some honey and break it or keep it or something. I don't really know. Don't really use them that much, but I feel like copper is underutilized, to be honest. I agree. They should absolutely do something with rails with it. Anything. Like you can empower them, have like track switchers or something. I don't really know. But I agree. You could easily do something with tracks with it, yeah. Okay, you honey block or was it honeycomb onto it and it makes it to where it doesn't change anymore, like it doesn't oxidize. And then if you axe it, it gets rid of it and goes back to its like neutral state. Is that right? Without it's going to deoxidize. Okay. Axe reverts it back. Okay, yeah. I can't honestly think of a spot that I've used copper blocks, so I don't think I've used them at all. Not in this world, at least. I should have grabbed a sponge for that. Grab it later. If it got deoxidized, Axe fixes it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. See, I have projects that take so long that I want to do that updates come out between the time that I start and finish one. And I have no idea what stuff does. And it's like, yeah, that came out months, if not years ago, and I still have no idea. Like, I had a bee farm set up. What did I use it for, actually, now that I'm thinking about it? I remember I had it set up in the end. And I'm pretty sure I have all of the beehives and everything to make the bee farm in a chest in my storage. But what did I need it for? Oh, honey blocks. That's what I needed it for the Slime City. That's right. Slime City, I wanted like a honey block waterfall where all the blocks like slide, or yeah, all the slime balls like slide down the honey blocks to enter into the chest room. I don't know why I wanted that aesthetic, but I did. So I made a honey farm, did that, and then got rid of the honey farm. Which I guess I didn't really necessarily need to get rid of. Guess I could have kept it. Could use it for candles. Candles are nice. I don't think I've crafted a single candle ever in Minecraft history. Which I would like to use for maybe this. I feel like I also needed honey blocks for some kind of redstone project at some point, like some kind of farm. But I honestly do not know. Oh, I'm getting rained on. Are there blocks like that for you? Where you just, or like mechanics, I guess you could even say? Like, are there just things that you just do not touch in Minecraft? Can't sleep. Rip in pieces. What are some other things that I don't touch in Minecraft? So yeah, don't use copper. I rarely use potions. Really the only potions that I use are water breathing, night vision, and sometimes slow falling if I need to get like a mob somewhere, like putting Liam down in his new pen and some of the mushrooms. That's it. I never see phantoms because I sleep pretty much every night. Didn't touch any of the recent stuff. Like the new tough variants I've never seen or never crafted. I haven't been to the, I don't even know what it's called. The new dungeon with all the copper and the new mobs and stuff. Never been there. Raids. Fire protection is goated, actually. Yeah, you're right. I use fire protection when I'm working on the ice boat roads in the nether. Which I will definitely be using again when I build the Wither Skull Farm. Because, my god, blazes. You're just like building an ice boat road and all of a sudden you just get a hoglin or something that knocks you into the lava. Causes you to panic. So, thankfully, fire resist potions are just for such an occasion. Yeah, I don't think I've ever touched raids. Bastions I've only been in a handful of times because they're quite dangerous. Quite dangerous and scary. Terracotta, never touch. I don't think so. I can't remember actually if I've used terracotta. I think I've used it like in the early days of my world, but I haven't used it in a long time. It's like terracotta is like an unsaturated color of whatever color is trying to represent somehow. It's like, if you want red, well, it's like a murky maroon kind of, well, I wouldn't even say maroon, that's too dark. Like a murky sort of red. Murky burgundy, it's a mercandy red. White is somehow like pink, like pale pink. Okay, this could be, you love terracotta? Really? This could be just me talking, because I'm partially colorblind, so, you know, maybe it's slightly different for the average person. But I just don't ever use terracotta, like, ever. For me, the best thing about the mesa biomes is the red sand. Which is orange, not red, but, you know, whatever. That's, you know. Gray terracotta is your favorite block? I actually I can't even tell you what gray terracotta looks like. Is it actually gray? Pretty sure I have a storage spot in it for it in my storage. I could just go look. My favorite block is probably the deep slate tiles. I like deep slate tiles a lot. Or glass, like a colored glass if you have the connected textures, you know, turned on or whatever. Because it's like just a smooth, glossy surface. It's really nice. Wait, no, never mind. It's not gray. Cyan terracotta. It looks great for some reason. Okay, yeah. Okay. I think I remember using cyan terracotta for the rocket shop because it was gray. I'm almost certain that I'm right about that, which is kind of funny if that's true. But I think, yeah, I think you're right on that. It's like the colors are like unsaturated and, you know, maybe it's because I'm expecting them to be the color that they are labeled as. It's like, oh, this is cyan terracotta? This doesn't look cyan. Maybe that's why I get so disappointed with it. It's just a lack of understanding of what it actually represents. It's not supposed to be cyan. I also like blackstone a lot. I think I like darker colored blocks because I like blackstone, I like basalt, I like deep slate stuff. Gray terracotta is actually brown. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're getting low. All right. Actually, let's pause the recording real quick. Let's take a little detour to the storage room and look at these terracottas. I think they're over here. Let's see. Concrete. Oh no, terracotta's over there. This is how little I use them. I'm pretty sure I just gathered a stack or two of each to put in the storage room and then we're done. Okay. Yeah, so there's white, that's pink. Orange actually looks orange. Okay, that looks magenta. Light blue. I know I'm colorblind, but that doesn't look blue at all. That looks gray and purple. That's got to be yellow. If that's anything but yellow. Okay. Green. That's lime? That's green. So that's lime. Okay. Pink. Is that brown? That's gray? You're right. That's gray. Your spawn was in the mesa? Oh, interesting. How is that gray and that's light gray? That's not even gray. Is it? Is that gray for you? That's gray. That's got to be cyan then. That's cyan, yeah. That looks pink. Gray. Was that red? Why is there a hopper in there? Wait, what was it? Purple? That's purple. That's like pink. What is happening? Blue is closer to purple. You're right. Blue is absolutely closer to purple. Is that brown? Okay, I was about to say, if this is like yellow or something, I'm gonna flip my lid. Green, and then red. And that's gotta be black, but it looks brown. That's black. Is that regular? That's just terracotta. Yeah, this is... something's going on there. Whoever made those colors, I think are colorblind like me. Because that is not correct. Something's wrong there. Currently building a house with green terracotta. Ooh. I actually feel like that would be a cool idea to build, like have a mesa village. Like make like a town or village in there. How can I send you a screenshot of that? Maybe Discord? I could add you on Discord. Otherwise, I don't know how. I need to get more netherite tools. I'm pretty sure I have just like ancient debris just kind of chilling. I just haven't made tools from it. Yeah, that'll work. Didn't YouTubers, or at least YouTube accounts, used to be able to get, like, DMs? I feel like there was a time in which that was a thing. Discord removed the code? Interesting, I didn't know that. Alright, well, let me see if I can add you real quick. Let's see what happens. One moment, please. Yo, no. Alright, it was sent. Let me know if you got it. Because it just says sent, it doesn't say, you know, if you actually exist before saying that. That's weird they removed the friend codes. I didn't know that. Why would you do that? Or what would you know the logic behind that? I feel like the friend codes kind of gave them, yes, Demon. Like the friend codes gave you more leeway with a username. All right, you know what? We're just gonna fill this in. I don't even care. Should have just sponged it, but whatever. Human are not codes. Well, that's technically incorrect because DNA is genetic code. Oh, probably somebody got offended. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's going around these days. I'm trying to be in a more positive light with people on the internet and their opinions. There was a while there that I wouldn't say I was standoffish, but if there was ever a thing that was not of my opinion, I didn't argue with people. I just expressed my opinion. And yeah, people don't like that. People don't like when you disagree with them anymore. And it would always turn into some, like, you know, insulting back and forth banter. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna now try to take a more positive look at the internet and not involve myself in drama like that. I'll express my opinion. I'll express your points or whatever, like I did with the Jetstar video, and just leave it at that. I'm not gonna take it any further. But nowadays I try to stay out of it. I don't want to get too much into drama and stuff on the internet. I feel like it's such a waste of time and energy. And I feel like all you see on the internet is negativity. So I feel like if I can be at least someone who goes against that grain, tries to be a little more positive. People can have their opinions and I'll have mine. We can disagree, but there's nothing wrong with that. I just had peace that no one really is willing to change their opinion. Yeah. I think I said it in a video when I was still doing like Marvel comic and movie review type stuff before I went into Minecraft. But people's opinions, regardless of how wrong they are, people's opinions are no longer opinions. It's like their personal identity and truth is kind of like revolved around whatever. And if you're going against their opinion, you're personally attacking them or like personally offending their character. So it's like they hold their whatever opinion so close to themselves that I don't know. It's just, I just don't get the idea of being so attached to a mindset that it enrages you if people are of differing opinions, regardless of the topic. Excuse me, sir. I'm just tearing apart your homeland, aren't I? Oh, man. This poor mushroom. Okay, this is way too much stone. Let's get rid of some of this. Oh, yeah, I think we need to start limiting how much stone we actually grab. It's getting a little redonkulous. What is this soundtrack? It sounds like I'm playing like a game show. There's like a timer going. Is that your final answer? Oh, we're getting to some dripstone. I made a section for that in the little auto sorter, but I didn't know if we were actually going to get that deep. Looks like we are. Oh, what time is it? 1:30? Okay. Still a little more time. We got this. Oh, you don't hear the soundtrack at all? Or you don't hear the music? That's unfortunate. Has it not been going the whole time? Let's see here. Is it too low? What about that? I didn't even... Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I apologize. No soundtrack. I tried to add chat to the screen. Turns out it didn't really work. Still don't hear it. That's interesting. We are inexperienced, and you can tell. Heard it last time. Changed nothing. Don't hear it this time. Feels bad, man. Alright, well, this time we'll just have to go without the music, and I'll try to take a look at it and see if I can fix it. My apologies, good sir. Oh, you don't want to break TV, didn't hear it last time either. What? The weird part is it's showing up on the sound bar. And it should be... What am I doing, Pip? I am digging, my friend. We are digging a ginormous section of land. We're clearing it out. Don't have a ton of time left to stream, unfortunately, but, you know, we're trying to get what we can done. And also learning that the music is not playing for the stream. But, you know, it is what it is. We're trying. And don't worry, Pip, I didn't forget about your armor stand. I have it prepped. I just don't have the mob head for it yet. And I have an idea of what I want to do. And I'll put it somewhere close to the base. But it is not quite ready. Alright, we should start limiting this. So let's do like diorite, this. Let's do some andesite. Let's grab coal, copper, and iron, of course. And then, yeah, dirt. Why not? And then the rest can be stone. Yeah. Except let's put this back here. Or I even show you. I'm pretty sure I have it set up the the armor stand? Down here? Yep, there you are. Just don't have the head for it yet. We'll get there. I promise. First I gotta somehow get a piglin and a charged creeper together, so I either have to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a charged creeper to the nether and blow it up next to a piglin, somehow. How? That's a great question. We'll figure that out once we get there. I have an idea of what I want to do with the tentacle idea. You will be finding a tentacle, yes. But I think I have an idea for where exactly I'm going to put it. It's going to be like on the water near the base, but I don't want to give too much away. I think it'll look cool if I can get it to come out how I am imagining it, which is questionable, but we're going to give it a shot. I've actually never built a tentacle. I've never built an organic shape like that, so that should be interesting just on its own. Hope it will look great. I hope it will as well. I don't want to disappoint you, my friend. You gotta, you gotta learn how to build a tentacle in like a free flowy S sort of shape. We'll see how that goes. Not sure exactly what color I want to make it now that I'm thinking about it. Like the color of the tentacle, like what block palette I should use. Because we could just make it like a, you know, generic sort of sea colored. Let me think about that actually. I don't think we'll need that much space for that. We could also do something different. Maybe we could make it redder colored. We could make it like purple. Make it green, maybe? Not a lot of green blocks. Who knows? First I have to build the shape. Like, color doesn't matter if the shape's wrong. If the shape's wrong, it's gonna look wrong regardless. Oh, I want to keep these purple things too. Let's, there we go. That's another block that I want to use. I want to use these purple blocks. Whatever they're called. These geode blocks. They look incredible. Well, I was gonna say I could use those for the tentacle. That sort of purple block at some point, but they're so hard to get. And if I want the tentacle to be any sort of size that's in any way impressive, yeah, it's I don't know if I have enough blocks for that. Yono, did you end up sending a screenshot to me? I have my notifications silenced, so if you did, I didn't hear it. That's a cool looking shape. Oh, it's like the top of that one. Maybe a green or blue kind of color. That could work. That could work. Am I out of room for those? Oh, I am. Interesting. Out of room for those too. Oh man. Let's collect all these. All right, we'll probably end our time lapse here. So we'll probably have to jump off soon. Unfortunately. Garage maintenance man took a little too long. You're back. Oh, Glenn. I unfortunately don't have much time to stream. I'm about to... Well, I guess I could do... We could maybe do one more layer. So we don't have to leave necessarily quite yet. Oh, I guess we'll... There we go. Where's the end site? There. No. I'm just pushing buttons at this point. I don't need 2 spots for copper, I don't imagine. Coal, yes. I think everything else is fine, yeah? Do I only have 2 of andesite? Maybe andesite. Okay. We could dig a little more. Let's go ahead and work on this one a little bit, I guess. We'll trim off 2 layers for that, and then we'll call it there after that. Sure. We'll do that. How you doing today, my friend Glenn? Tired? Yeah. What you been doing? Working? Or you just stay up too late playing Minecraft? Fishing trip? Oh man. How long do fishing trips last? Course of a few days, or you spend like 12 hours straight in the sun? Full day. Went there both days on the weekend. Okay, fair enough. I could see how that'd be tiring. How much of that time, of those 2 days? 7 pounds. Jesus. My buddy my best friend growing up. He did a fair amount of fishing, quite a lot, growing up with his dad. I just never really got into it. I went fishing one time with him, and I caught a stick, and I caught a turtle. And that was the extent of my 4 hours on the water. And I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to do this again. Like, it was like 12 at the time. So clearly I had more important things to do. I was like, yeah, this is clearly a waste of my time. I could be playing video games. Don't know what the largest fish that he ever caught. Rip, it happens. I know, right? I thought it was even more insulting that that I caught a turtle, because turtles are like one of my favorite animals. I think they're actually my favorite animal. I think turtles are my favorite animal ever. So when I caught a turtle, I was like, "Aw, that's wicked unfortunate." I felt so bad. I felt so bad that I couldn't even get the hook out of its... I think it like hooked on its cheek, and I didn't want to get it out because I didn't want to hurt it. So my friend's dad had to get it out. Maybe someday I'll give fishing another shot, who knows? Maybe that day just wasn't in the cards, and it tainted my point of view for so long. But who knows, maybe we'll do it. We'll make it happen someday, perhaps. What's the biggest one you've ever caught? And were y'all in shade? Were you in sun the whole time? Did you get burnt? Oh, this is not a silk touch. Nope, definitely not. That'll be alright. Well, we gotta go sleep anyways. We'll trade out. There we go. Not a silk touch. I'm sure I could just ask him on Discord, my buddy, what was the biggest one he's ever caught. He'd probably be able to tell me. I couldn't tell you. Biggest fish was 10 pounds walleye. Deep water fish, caught it at night. It was sunny all day. And you were in the sun? Oh, God. Not gonna lie, Glenn, that sounds awful. I was in the sun for like 2 hours yesterday, washing cars. And I was sweating. I don't know where you live. Don't tell me. I don't care. Don't worry about it. But it was pushing, I think, like 97 here yesterday. And I had a little bit of shade. There was a tree that was somewhat covering one of the cars. Otherwise, I was dripping sweat. So I can only imagine how you feel. You felt like you were boiling, I imagine. But nighttime fishing, that actually sounds like something I can maybe get into. That kind of sounds cool. I think almost anything, if you put it at night, it'll be more fun or better. Like I did hide and seek when I was a senior in high school. I did hide and seek with a group of friends in the woods. What state am I in? I would say I live in the South. I live in the South, not Florida. If you wanna, I mean, I guess you would consider Florida the South, but it's not a southern state. It's in the south of the US, but it's not a southern state. I feel like that didn't take too long. I feel like we could trim another layer real quick, and then we'll maybe call it after that. I just got stuff I gotta do. I gotta eat lunch, unfortunately. The garage maintenance man took so long. Called me out of nowhere. He's like, hey, we can be there in 10 minutes. Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. He shows up. All right, it should take us about 15, 20 minutes. All right, cool. Meanwhile, hour and 15 minutes later, he's still here. Oh, but I was saying I did a hide and seek at night. I think it was my senior year of high school with a bunch of friends in the woods. At night, we all carried flashlights. That was really fun. I imagine, you know, hide and seek might be fun on normal occasions, even as an adult, but you put it in the woods at night and it's like, oh, now this is wicked. That's the kind of hide and seek I can get behind. They need you know those like haunted trails or whatever you can do for events in Halloween? They need to do that in the woods. I'm sure they do already. But they just give you a glow stick and they're like, all right, walk straight, walk to the other side. And it's just, there's just people lurking. I feel like that would be pretty wicked. Played Man and Seek / Manhunt while camping, and the Seekers got golf carts? What? We didn't have golf carts. We had to go on foot. I guess it was probably a more open campground if you could drive around. Turned out to be intense, I imagine. Was it like a hide and seek where you had to touch the person to get them out technically, or could you just spot them? Because I feel like if you just spotted them, you could just drive around in circles to spot them. But if you had to get out and touch them, it's actually way harder with the golf carts. Like to be the seeker or one that hides? Yeah, you had to touch them. Okay, that's what I thought. That would be fun. You imagine seeing someone through a couple trees you can't drive through? So you just freaking semi-park the golf cart and take off sprinting. Yeah, to be the hider, it'd be hard? Yeah. I imagine so. You can't really outrun, you have to outmaneuver. That sounds pretty fun, not gonna lie. I would do that. It reminds me, wasn't there, I don't know if it still happens. I feel like there used to be an event where it'd be like a giant like paintball event where you'd have like glow in the dark paintballs and it'd be like a massive amount of people on this like giant, you know, woods area at night. And they would play paintball for hours. Am I wrong about, I feel like I'm getting some of the details wrong. I'm pretty sure though that happened. There are just red cow walking around. Yeah. Yeah, I tore, this used to be one of the mushroom biomes. You can see the grass kind of still perking out. And yeah, every time I dig a hole, he just keeps getting further and further in it. So he's just kind of stuck here with me now. Maybe I'll build him a way out of here so that he's not trapped at some point. Yeah, he's just chilling with me, you know. He's just monitoring the area, sometimes getting in my way. I don't think I've hit him yet with a pickaxe, but I might have. Well, who knows? Now, I know I was mining out 1/4 of this to try to make sure that I liked it before I actually... Sorry, I itched my nose. Before I actually finished the entire thing. So if you look, kind of walled off like the corners so I can kind of do this section to see if I liked it. Just looking at what I've built so far, I already like it. I already kind of like the way it looks. Maybe because it's not natural looking. And it definitely gives off that sort of man-made vibe. That might be why, who knows? But I do like the way it looks. We are almost done. Almost there. With this layer. Of course, not the entire thing. Ugh. But I have to sleep as well. Oh, you could probably finish this layer before we sleep. We're about to jump off anyways. I appreciate you stopping by, Glenn. You as well, Pip and Yono. Y'all chatting with me. Means a lot. You know, I'm gonna be here playing Minecraft. I figured I would stream, why not? Have some people jump in and chat. Maybe next time I'll actually fix the music to where you guys can hear it. Because I hear it. But, I was told that that is not a... It's not something that is being shared to the viewers. So I definitely need to figure that out. But this is what we have so far. Very nice. So yeah, this layer is going to stay this level. It's going to go down to this layer. And then it's going to go down to there and go over. And then there's one more dip right there. And it's going to go over. So I still have quite a lot of digging to do. And this is just one section. Like I still have to do all the other 3. Having the geodes actually look kind of cool. I actually like the way they look when they're exposed. I was going to say it looks like a geode. No kidding. Not bad though. Not bad at all. I think it's a decent spot to end off for our short stream of the day. Trying to think. Because I don't know exactly what blocks I'm going to be using, but I kind of have an idea. But there we go. Let me actually see real quick if I can fix the music rather quickly. Let's move this over here. And then grab this. Where's it at? Nope, not that. Well. Okay. Is music being heard now? I just click on the video, bye. Oh, sorry. Thank you for stopping by, though. I greatly appreciate that. Litian Mahala? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Oh, Jesus. What's going on? Oh, the music is playing. You can hear it? Oh my God. This is what I've been listening to the entire time. You guys have just been missing out. But I guess we can take all this junk over. That's good. Is it too loud? Is it not loud enough? What's your judgmental assessment? Wow, this thing is still going. It's still got one to empty. All right, well, let's feed it some more. Okay, we're not doing bad on some of these. Stone, like I said, we're getting... Oh my. Yeah, stone, we got a lot of stone. It's perfect. Oh, nice. That's good. Very nice. Yeah, I think we should remove this. We're not gonna get deep enough for deep slate, are we? Okay, let's see here. Yeah, no, we're not. We're not even gonna get close. I think it's below 0, and this is 20. So we're 20 blocks away from deep slate. That's not happening. Okay, so we can actually remove that then. And is tough and deep slate in the same layer? I'm not entirely sure. But all this can be removed, and we'll just have a random. I think sometimes the filters fill up too quickly. So you'll have like grass end up over here. Gravel ends up over here. That. There's more gravel. I got a spot for gravel, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think the filters just fill up too quickly. The grass one fills up too quickly because it's like right next to the water stream, I think. But either way. All right. We got the music figured out. We had a little bit of time to stream. Let me actually look at my schedule real quick because I might be able to stream on Friday, which is different than normal. Let's take a little look. I can probably stream on Friday at a certain point. Time is unknown at the moment, but I can announce that on YouTube. I could put out a little message to show it. Let's actually look at, I think I saw that message on Discord. Oh, no screenshots. All right. I could make a Discord channel so that you guys could throw up some screenshots of what you're making and throw it in the channel. If you're making anything on Minecraft, or if you just want to see what I'm doing or when I'm streaming, then maybe I can do that. Who knows? Maybe I'll look into doing that. Yes, sir, Glenn. I'll see you next time, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I guess this is where I will be hopping off. But yeah, thank you, the ones who showed up and chatted. And if you didn't chat, still thank you for showing up. Means a lot. I'll be streaming on Friday. Again, time will depend on what I'll be doing. Hopefully it'll be around this time exactly right now on Friday, roughly maybe. So I guess keep your eyes and ears out for that. But thank you for watching, and yeah, we'll see you next time.